For years, the British royal family has stood as a symbol of tradition, strength, and unity. From royal weddings to state affairs, they have been ever present in the public eye. Yet so much of their personal lives remains shrouded in secrecy. One royal figure who has often flown under the radar, but whose actions have deeply shaped the monarchy, is none other than Princess Anne, the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. Known for her strong will, tireless work ethic, and unwavering sense of duty, Princess Anne has always been the pillar of support within the royal family. Recently, however, Princess Anne made headlines with a deeply personal and unexpected revelation. She delivered a message to her brother, King Charles III, that shocked everyone, both within the royal household and across the globe. So what could have prompted such a message from the typically reserved and dutiful Princess Anne? And how did it impact King Charles, who is already grappling with his own set of challenges as the newly crowned monarch? Well, keep watching because in this video, we'll dive deep into this tragic revelation from Princess Anne and explore how it has shaken the foundation of the royal family. A life of service and duty. The story of Princess Anne. From the moment of her birth on August 15, 1950, Princess Anne was destined for a life of duty and service. As the second child and only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, Anne was born into a world of immense privilege, but also one of immense responsibility. Unlike her elder brother Charles, who was groomed from birth to one day become king, Anne's future path was less clearly defined. However, she quickly carved out a role for herself, one defined by a deep commitment to public service and a relentless work ethic. While many would imagine that growing up in a palace would be a life of luxury and ease, Anne's childhood was far from the fairy tale that people might expect. With her mother ascending to the throne when Anne was just 2 years old, much of her early upbringing was overseen by governesses and nannies. Queen Elizabeth II's royal duties often took her away from home, meaning that Anne and Charles had to rely on each other for support, forming a strong sibling bond that has endured to this day. As Anne grew older, her dedication to her royal responsibilities became increasingly evident. She embraced her role not out of obligation, but out of a genuine sense of duty. Over the course of her life, Princess Anne has worked with over 200 charities and organizations, including her long-standing involvement with Save the Children. Her tireless work for these causes has earned her widespread admiration, both within the royal family and across the world. However, it's not just her public duties that define Princess Anne, it's her loyalty to her family. Through the many trials and tribulations that the royal family has faced, Anne has remained a steadfast and reliable figure, quietly supporting her loved ones, often from behind the scenes. But her most recent gesture, delivered in a heartfelt message to her brother, has shown just how deep her love and commitment to her family truly runs. The unbreakable bond between Anne and Charles. To fully appreciate the significance of Princess Anne's message to King Charles, we must first understand the close bond they share. Charles and Anne, born just 2 years apart, have spent their entire lives in the royal spotlight. Growing up, they navigated the unique pressures of being part of the most famous family in the world, all while forging a sibling relationship that has withstood the test of time. While Charles was being groomed for his future role as king, a responsibility that weighed heavily on him from a young age, Anne was able to carve out her own identity within the royal family. Nevertheless, she always remained her brother's confidant and biggest supporter. They shared a mutual love of horses and outdoor pursuits, and their shared sense of duty cemented a bond that has remained strong through thick and thin. Over the years, Princess Anne has stood by Charles through some of the most challenging moments of his life. From the breakdown of his marriage to Princess Diana to the public scrutiny he faced in the wake of her tragic death, Anne has been a constant source of strength for her brother. even as Charles navigated the complexities of his relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles. It was Anne who quietly supported him behind the scenes. Now, as King Charles III faces the most significant challenge of his life, his reign as monarch, Princess Anne has once again shown that her loyalty to her brother knows no bounds. Her recent message to Charles revealed the extent of her love and devotion, and it may well be the greatest sacrifice she has ever made for the crown. Princess Anne's shocking message to King Charles, a heartfelt sacrifice. In February 2024, King Charles revealed that he had been diagnosed with a serious health condition. This announcement came as a shock to the public, as the king had always appeared robust and capable of handling the pressures of royal life. His illness, however, added another layer of stress to an already overwhelming role. As he grappled with the demands of being king while managing his health, it became clear that Charles would need the support of his family more than ever. Enter Princess Anne. In a private and deeply emotional letter to her brother, Princess Anne made a decision that would forever alter the dynamics of the royal family. In her letter, she expressed her desire to remove herself from her mother's inheritance plans, a decision that left the entire royal household in shock. By stepping aside, Anne forfeited a significant financial inheritance, an estimated £850 million, in favor of supporting her brother's reign. But why would Anne make such a selfless decision? Well, according to royal insiders, Anne's motivation was twofold. First, she wanted to alleviate the financial burden on King Charles, who, under British law, is exempt from inheritance tax. By giving up her share, Anne ensured that the monarchy would remain financially stable during Charles's reign, allowing him to focus on his royal duties without the added pressure of managing a massive inheritance. Second, and perhaps more importantly, Anne's decision was driven by her desire to preserve the legacy of the monarchy. She understood that, in order for the institution to survive, sacrifices had to be made. By stepping aside, Anne demonstrated her unwavering commitment to the crown and her belief that King Charles was the right person to lead the royal family into the future. The emotional impact on King Charles and the royal family. King Charles was deeply moved by his sister's sacrifice. According to those close to the family, he was brought to tears upon reading her letter. For Charles, Anne's decision was more than just a financial gesture. It was a profound display of love, loyalty, and trust. It showed him that, despite the many challenges they've faced, their bond remains unbreakable. But the impact of Anne's decision wasn't limited to Charles alone. Queen Camilla, too, was taken aback by Anne's selflessness. While the two women have had a cordial relationship over the years, Anne's gesture served as a reminder of the unique pressures and responsibilities that come with being a member of the royal family. Anne's sacrifice has also had a ripple effect on the younger generation of royals, including Prince William and Prince Harry. For William, it reinforced the importance of family unity and the lengths his aunt is willing to go to protect the monarchy. For Harry, who has often been vital to the institution, Anne's decision may serve as a reminder of the sacrifices that come with being a royal, a reminder that his family, despite their differences, remains dedicated to their duties. What it ultimately highlights is the enduring strength and unity of the royal family, a lesson that can be applied to all families, both royal and non-royal. Even in the face of challenges and differences, love and loyalty will always prevail. And for Princess Anne, these values have guided her throughout her life as a royal, making her not just an accomplished princess, but also a devoted sister and member of the family. Princess Anne's legacy, a life of selflessness and dedication. Throughout her life, Princess Anne has been a shining example of what it means to be a royal. She has never sought the limelight, preferring instead to quietly go about her duties with grace and determination. Her work with over 200 charities has had a lasting impact on countless lives, and her commitment to causes like Save the Children has earned her widespread admiration. But Anne's legacy is not just about her charitable work. It's about her unwavering dedication to her family. Time and again, she has proven that she is willing to make personal sacrifices for the good of the monarchy. From rejecting royal titles for her children to stepping aside from her mother's inheritance, Anne has always put her family and the crown above her own interests. Her recent decision to forego her inheritance is perhaps the greatest example of this. In doing so, she has cemented her place as one of the most selfless and dedicated members of the royal family, a lady who has always understood that with great privilege comes great responsibility. The future of the monarchy. How Anne's decision shapes the path forward. As King Charles continues his reign, he does so knowing that he has the full support of his sister. But Anne's sacrifice has far-reaching implications for the future of the monarchy. In an era where public opinion of the royal family is constantly shifting, Anne's selflessness serves as a reminder of the values that have kept the monarchy strong for centuries: duty, loyalty, and sacrifice. Her decision also sends a message to the younger generation of royals, including Prince William, Kate Middleton, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle. As they navigate the complexities of royal life in the modern world, they can look to Anne as a role model, someone who has always put the interests of the family and the institution above her own. In many ways, Princess Anne's message to King Charles is not just a personal letter, it's a testament to the enduring strength of the monarchy. It shows that, despite the challenges and controversies that have plagued the royal family in recent years, there are still individuals within the institution who are willing to make the ultimate sacrifice for its survival. A family united, the power of love and loyalty. At the heart of Princess Anne's message is one simple truth: family comes first. While the royal family may be an institution, it is also a family that has endured countless trials, both public and private. And when one of their own is struggling, they come together to provide support in any way they can. Anne's decision to forego her inheritance was a selfless act of love and loyalty, one that strengthened the bond between her and King Charles. It is a reminder that, behind the titles and the pageantry, they are still brother and sister, bound by a lifetime of shared experiences and a deep sense of duty to their family and their country. As the world watches the royal family, it's clear that Princess Anne's sacrifice will go down in history as one of the most selfless acts in modern royal history. In a time of great uncertainty and change, her actions serve as a beacon of hope, a reminder that, no matter what challenges they may face, the royal family remains united by love, loyalty, and a shared sense of purpose. A legacy of love, sacrifice, and duty. In the end, Princess Anne's message to King Charles was about more than just money. It was about preserving the legacy of the monarchy and showing her unwavering support for her brother. Her decision to sacrifice her inheritance is a powerful testament to her character, her sense of duty, and her love for her family. As the royal family moves forward, they do so with the knowledge that they have in Princess Anne, one of their greatest champions, a woman who has always put the needs of others before her own. And as King Charles continues his reign, he can do so knowing that he has the full support of his sister, a woman who has dedicated her life to the crown and the people of the United Kingdom. What we can learn from Princess Anne's legacy is that true strength lies not in power, but in selflessness and devotion to others, a lesson that will endure long after her time as a royal has passed. While her message to King Charles may have marked the end of a chapter, it also serves as a powerful reminder of what truly matters in life: love, sacrifice, and duty, values that, in the end, will always triumph. It also serves as an inspiration for all families, reminding us that the bonds of love and loyalty can overcome any challenge. Princess Anne's legacy will continue to shine bright, not just within the walls of Buckingham Palace, but in the hearts of people around the world who have been touched by her selflessness and dedication to both her family and her country. And for future generations, she will serve as a role model, showing us that true strength and greatness lie in putting others before ourselves. Princess Anne's legacy is one of love, sacrifice, and duty, but most importantly, it is a reminder that the power of family can never be underestimated. So, what do you think? Is Princess Anne a true inspiration and role model for all? Well, share your thoughts and let us know in the comments below. Also, if this video has given you a new perspective on the royal family, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.